Respondus LockDown Browser is one of the two proctoring tools that you might need to use here at KCC. The thing about Respondus LockDown Browser is that it is actually a browser. Think of it as an alternative to Chrome, Firefox, or Edge. This browser works by locking down the user into one location, the quiz in Canvas, and preventing them from accessing any other websites such as Google, ChatGPT, email, and so on. You will need to have the LockDown browser installed on the computer you are using to take your tests. And please note that I said computer. The Respondus LockDown browser does not work on phones or tablets, only on laptops and desktops. The very first time a student opens a quiz that has been connected to the LockDown browser, a window with instructions for installing the browser will appear. Students will need to install the browser on their device before they can take the test. Double-click on the downloaded exe file and follow the instructions on your screen to install the browser. Once the browser has been installed, students will need to double-click on the Respondus icon on their computer to open the browser. It will force students to close any other browsers or programs that they have open, and it will take them directly into Canvas, where they can take their quiz. Okay, after I've installed LockDown Browser, I need to go ahead and open it up on my computer. It will automatically open up to my Canvas dashboard. At that point, you can navigate to the specific quiz that you need to take. So let's go ahead and open up the quiz. We're gonna see about taking this one. And I'm gonna click on Take the Quiz. And you notice it fills up the entire screen. So there is only one question here. This is just a fake quiz that I made for this video. But this is the only thing that's open, is this one tab in this one screen. I cannot use any other tool in my computer. In fact, I can't even use the video recording software that I normally use, which is why I'm filming it from a distance like this instead of doing a screen capture for you. So here we go. Let's answer the question and submit the quiz. Okay, now that I'm done with the quiz, I can go ahead and close LockDown Browser. Am I sure I want to exit? Absolutely. There we go. Please note that your instructor may have activated Respondus Monitor as part of the test settings, in which case you will be on webcam while taking your test, and your instructor will be notified if you use a cell phone during the test in the way that I just did. Another option that your instructor might choose is Respondus Monitor Multi-Camera. This means that you will not only be monitored by the webcam on the computer you're using to take the test, but you will also need to connect your cell phone to Respondus by scanning a QR code. After you do that, you will place the camera in a location where you, your computer, and your full desk space are visible by the second camera. It is your responsibility to ensure that your phone or your second camera and your computer are either plugged in or fully charged before you take the test. A failing battery on either device during your test is not an acceptable excuse for not completing it. Let's take a look at the detailed steps for setting up your camera using Respondus Monitor Multi-Camera. The process begins the same way as taking any test using the Respondus LockDown browser. However, before you can begin your test, you will see a message stating that a second camera is required. Press the Continue button and follow the instructions on your screen. You will need to scan the QR code provided. When your device asks for permission to allow Respondus to access the camera and microphone, click Allow for iOS or Continue for Android. Position your camera so you, your computer, and your desk environment are visible. Then click on the I'm Ready button. Lastly, press Confirm to confirm that your second camera is working. At this point, you will be able to take your test. Additionally, I've added links to the video description to 2 other videos on Respondus that you might find helpful if you still have questions about how to install and use it. Even though those videos are from other institutions, the information about how to use Respondus remains the same. Lastly, if you installed Respondus LockDown browser through a different school or institution, you will need to uninstall it from your computer and then follow the link from any of your Canvas quizzes that are connected to Respondus in order to reinstall it so that Respondus will be connected to your KCC Canvas account. I hope you found this video on using Respondus LockDown browser to be helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the CTL at ctl@clametcc.edu, by phone at 541-880-2374, or just stop by Building 3, Room 350, and we'll be happy to help you.